By no means is anybody saying that the Diagon Alley set that LEGO just released is a bad set. In fact, I think it's probably one of the best of 2020. However, the setup that LEGO advertises that you put Diagon Alley in is not 100% accurate to the films. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up Diagon Alley that is accurate to the films, and another way to set it up so that way it's accurate to the Universal Studios layout at Universal Studios in Florida. LEGO mostly advertises that when you build your Diagon Alley set, that you connect them using the Technic pins like this. However, what you may not know is that if you disconnect them, you can actually turn them inwards like this and create a more full alley build versus just half the alley that LEGO advertises. This is very useful in creating your Diagon Alley layouts. Looking at this from a Gringotts point of view perspective, in order to set up your Diagon Alley the most accurate to the films, what you're going to want to do is put quality Quidditch supplies right to the left of the Leaky Cauldron and Weasley Wizard Wheezes right across the street from that. This is, of course, accurate to the location of Weasley Wizard Wheezes as we see in Half-Blood Prince film. Quality Quidditch supplies is the first shop we actually get to see in the Philosopher's Stone when Harry first enters Diagon Alley. And in that shot, we can see that's clearly to the left of the Leaky Cauldron. Next up, you're going to want to take Ollivanders. In Half-Blood Prince, Ollivanders is actually really close to Weasley Wizard Wheezes, so you're going to want to slide it right there. I won't connect it because it's really hard to do one-handed and not have the buildings go everywhere. And in Chamber of Secrets, we actually see Flourish and Blots very clearly, and it's actually in between the Leaky Cauldron and Ollivanders there. However, if you do that, it kind of creates a weird sort of lopsided alley look, so I recommend just throwing Flourish and Blots right over here. There you can kind of create a nice full looking alley look, and from a minifig guy perspective, it looks really, really cool being able to stare right down the street and just kind of, it makes the entire build sort of come to life. This setup here is based off the Universal Studios layout of Diagon Alley, which is surprisingly, there's a lot of small differences that they have compared to the films. Diagon Alley does change throughout the film, so it does make sense. They're trying to get a best of both worlds there. But anyways, the first shop you're going to want to have is Quality Quidditch Supplies, followed by the Weasley Twins Joke Shop, Flourish and Blots, and then Ollivanders at the end of the street. This is, of course, very similar to what LEGO has. However, it is slightly different with Quality Quidditch Supplies not being in between those two buildings here, Flourish and Blots and Ollivanders. This is more, if you're a bigger fan of Universal, you'll notice the differences than anyone else. However, this is a very basic layout. Now, a favorite layout of mine is this layout here. This is actually based off a map that Noble Collection produces, which, funny enough, if you look at the map, the Ollivanders there and the Weasley Twins Joke Shop doesn't even appear on it. However, the order is from Gringotts over here, Flourish and Blots, Scribulus, and Quality Quidditch Supplies on the map. Of course, Ollivanders gets thrown into there because Scribulus and Ollivanders are connected, and gotta have the Weasley Twins Joke Shop in there, otherwise you just have an extra building, which wouldn't look too great, I won't lie there. But this layout actually kind of draws more attention to Ollivanders versus having it as like a bookend, because Ollivanders, when it's at the end, is it kind of manages to get itself out of the way because it's so far over there, but having it somewhat in the middle actually draws more attention to it. If you're a big Ollivanders fan, I think this would be a layout for you. And also it just kind of has a different sort of like sloping downwards because the buildings are taller over here and then get shorter that way. You could also switch up the Weasley Twins Joke Shop and Quality Quidditch Supplies if you wanted to throw the two end caps into the middle and the middles onto the end, of course, which would be another interesting layout. However, that's all the layouts that I think are really, really cool and I recommend. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like if you did enjoy and subscribe if you have not. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Until then, goodbye.